Welcome to a brand new season of Big Woo Top 20 Countdown. This week, we're counting down the top 20 pop songs. Plus, we're talking to our guest, Taylor X. You guys, I'm so excited. The brand new season 9, baby. We here again. But you guys, let's get into this countdown. The number 20 song comes from Awesome the Marshmallow and Kane Brown. This song is called Miles on It. Let's get into it. Miles on It by Marshmallow and Kane Brown on Baby. Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was a number 19 song feature, Metro Booming and Kendrick Lamar with Like That. And we're talking to our guest, Taylor X. Taylor, how you doing, sir?
I never had it so good, man.
Wow, you have the honor of being the first guest of the ninth season. Isn't that awesome, brother?
I'm
Oh
flattered.
man.
I'm
That
flattered and humbled. Thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Tell my listeners about yourself.
Something about myself.
Yeah, tell my
Uh,
listeners about yourself.
let's see. I worked as a caregiver, and
Mm-hmm.
I worked at a school district with special ed kids, like in
Okay.
high school. So that's what I do for work. And I was
Mhm.
also working at a mental health transitional living facility for about 8 years. And
Wow.
sometimes I go back there once or twice on the weekend in case they need someone, and they'll call me to go back and do that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
that's what the big man wants me to do. I
Okay.
have to do it. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm in Norwalk right now, where I grew up. And
Okay.
let's see, Norwalk is it's an interesting place, uh,
Okay.
because it's it's pretty mixed with
Mm-hmm.
people, and the thing that binds them together
Mm-hmm.
is the financial structure, because everybody in these neighborhoods could only afford the houses in these neighborhoods. So
Wow.
So I have some white friends. I have a Japanese friend. Some of my homeboys were white. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
not just all Mexican and stuff like that. So, uh, I've always seen things just a little bit different. You know,
Okay.
and
You're also a poet, right? Am I correct? That's the reason why you're on, because you're a poet. Am I correct?
yes, I am a poet, and I didn't even know it.
Wow. Wow. How long have you been doing poetry?
uh, I started writing uh, in rebuttal when I was about 14 years old, was
Okay.
when I kind of started. And I remember, no, I'm sorry. I was about 15, late 15, almost 16. And
Okay.
uh, I had heard about, and this was way back in late 70s, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and the moral majority was trying to make their way onto the world platform, you know,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I don't have the piece now, but I wrote a piece called uh, "Moral Majority is Just an Ignorant Minority," you know.
Okay.
So, and you know, by that point, I was pretty much a punk rocker, you know,
Oh,
but
okay.
from ages like uh 10 to about uh probably to about 14, I was a little cholo, and
Okay.
I got jumped into our gang in the sixth
Wow.
grade and did a bunch of shit and kind of made my bones and stuff. And you'll
Mm-hmm.
read about some of the stuff in the next book that's
Mm-hmm. Okay.
getting ready to come out. Um, but then my parents put me in a drum and bugle corps, which was back then, it was super heavy military marching back then. And that was
Okay.
on Saturday, Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And that just ended my cholo career, you know?
Wow. Okay.
So, and I went from Norwalk, which is in LA County, uh,
Okay.
to Anaheim, which is in Orange County. And
Okay.
back then, Orange County was super, super white, super,
Okay.
super. Some of the people that were in the drum corps with me, uh,
Mm-hmm.
they weren't just affluent, they were opulent. That's how
Wow.
rich they were, you know?
Okay.
And, they say right around 13, 14, 15 is when you kind of grasp on to a vernacular. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, and that's why I don't sound like a cholo Mexican anymore, Holmes local, I don't,
Mhm.
because I was around like 168 white people for like 2
Wow.
years. And I was,
Wow.
just inundated with all of that, which really, it tripped me out, now this was late 77, 78, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and at that point, I had heard I had heard that, white people were all rich and they were all powerful and, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that they ain't right now
Mm-hmm.
vying for power.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but back then, so I was told
Mm-hmm.
these, which turned out to be lies, because the first place we went to was Allentown, Pennsylvania, and that was
Okay.
an industrial city. And
Uh-huh.
it's like I saw white people there that were dirt poor. And I'm,
Wow.
what the fuck is, dude? I was completely surprised. I
Well,
couldn't believe it.
you know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you. We're gonna talk. I want you to stick a pin in that. We're gonna continue with the story, but we got to get back in this countdown. Gotta
Oh
get
yeah,
back in
yeah,
this
yeah. Do
countdown.
your thing, man.
The number 18 song comes from Zach Bryan. The song is called 28. Let's get into it. 28 by Zach Brown on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 17 song. Eminem with Houdini. We're talking to our guest, Taylor X. He's a poet. He's a mental health. He's doing a lot. He's done a lot. Uh, continue with your story, and also, I would ask, yeah, continue with your story.
So I'm on this bus because in the drum and bugle corps we toured the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we got to the East Coast, we went all up and down and performed, drum and bugle corps shows. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and just, just some of the poor white people that I saw, I
Mm-hmm.
was blown away. And then
Wow.
went through the South, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and in 70, 77, 78-ish, I don't think methamphetamine was even around in the US. Germany
Oh,
invented it about 1938, but I
okay.
don't think it hit the US like it does now.
Okay.
But all these all these white people were in trailers and they were losing their teeth and stuff. And I asked some of the other guys in the drum corps who were older than me and white, I go, what is up with that? And they go,
Uh-huh.
no way, in the South, the nutrition is so bad.
Hmm.
They're losing their teeth sometimes. I'm like,
Wow.
I go, dude, this is crazy, you know?
But I'm sorry to interrupt you. But how did you like start you start doing your poetry then? But how did you? When did you come out with your first book?
My first book I came out with about 2004,
Okay.
and
What's the name of that book?
that one's on Amazon. Uh, now, uh, right around 95, 96, I wrote two real short chapbooks that were
Mm-hmm.
like erotic poetry. Okay.
Mm.
And I had a publisher for that. And then he saw my other book, which was called Psalms 5150. And
Uh-huh.
he said, what do you say? He goes, I really like Psalms, my publisher.
Okay.
And he said, what do you say we put all three together and we'll put them on Amazon and see how it goes? And I'm like,
Okay.
okay, cool, cool. Uh, so that one has been doing not bad, trickling, Uh,
Uh-huh.
and then about and I was in bands, so I was writing a lot of songs and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I was still writing and like writing stories in addition to just poetry. So I'm uh not just poetry, but songs and stories, So those are
Okay.
also things that I've done. Um, I guess I'm just older now and I don't feel like humping around big bass guitar equipment, you know?
Okay. Okay.
And it's like, okay, this poetry thing, I show up with a book. I
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
So, I guess my love for the old days of do it yourself music are kind of over.
I understand. I understand. I
Yeah.
definitely understand.
And it's like just move a set of drums and some bass gear once or twice off the stage and you'll know what I'm talking about.
I
Except
understand.
mine was years of playing in
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I definitely understand that. But
Yeah.
you guys, we'll talk more to you, but let's get back into this countdown. The number 16 song comes from Zach Bryan. This song is called Pink Skies. Let's get into it. Pink Skies by Zach Bryan on Big Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah, season 9. You guys, uh, that was Morgan Wallen, number 15, with featuring Ernest. The song is called Cowgirls. Now, you guys, it's time to get to the first extra song of the week. First extra song of the week comes from the friend of the show. And he's been on the show, and hopefully he'll be on the show again one day. Hopefully, my very, very good friend. He was also on my remix of my song "Wildin' Out." It's our very good friend and the friend of the show, Bo Ryan. This song is called El Verano. Let's get into it. El Verano, the first extra song of the week by Bo Ryan. I'll be top 20 countdown. Yeah, you know how I do it. I sold that from Soul Train, baby. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you guys. That was the first song of the week, Brian with El Verano, and we're talking to our guest Taylor X. Taylor, what's the name of your latest book?
Uh, this book right now that's out on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, it's even at Walmart, uh, online. It's called
Mhm.
Speed Bleeding.
Speed Bleeding.
Yeah.
What's the inspiration? Briefly tell me what's the inspiration behind that title.
Okay. I was at Keystone Lanes in Norwalk, uh,
Mm-hmm.
probably around maybe 91, 92. I was living here then. And
Okay.
I met this chick at the bar, you know what I mean? Super cute.
Mm-hmm.
We had some drinks and she goes, you want to get out of here? And I go, yeah, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, oh, yeah, because this chick was hot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, hey, can we stop down my friend's house? I want to get something so we could party a little longer. And I'm like, sure, let's go, you know? And so we went to this house that was, you know, looked like it was abandoned, but, we went inside And the guy goes, said hello to her. Then she introduced me and he goes, okay, you're cool. And he goes, hey, do you want a bump? And I said, yeah, man. And it was crystal meth. So I
Hmm.
did a bump of crystal meth and, gave us a couple beers. And what he gave her was a syringe. And
Mm.
she proceeded to slam the crystal meth. And
Wow.
and when she was pulling the plunger back out, the needle would fill with blood. So she could get
Mm.
every speck of crystal meth. And
Oh
when
my
she
God.
pumped it back in, I go, oh my God, she's speed bleeding.
Oh, okay.
And so that's where it comes from. And that's just what I call it. When
Okay.
people are using the syringe for meth, I just called that speed bleeding. And it just seemed like an appropriate title for the writings in this book, you know? And
Oh,
uh, I do talk about some things that can be considered religious or whatever, you know,
okay.
but I just wanted to title it like, look, I talk about these things, but by no
Mhm.
means do I think I am fucking holy or fucking righteous. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what I seen in real life.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
So,
can definitely I can definitely understand that. I dig that.
oh, good, good. You know, uh,
Yeah.
I follow Jesus, but I'm
Okay.
not Christian.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I don't even, I mean, we got white Christian nationalism now becoming
Yeah.
a real powerhouse. You know what I mean? In this
Yeah.
country. And I'm
Yeah.
like, those people are Christians. I'm not. I do what Jesus said. I want to
Yeah.
help the poor. I want to help the sick. I want to welcome the stranger. That's what I'm going to do. Whatever
Yeah.
you guys do over here and right wing wackos and your bigotry and all that, hey, man, that's not what I follow,
That's right.
you know?
That's right. That's right. And that's what you're supposed to do. Exactly what
Right.
you're supposed to do. Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the poetry I write, it's pretty explicit. And
Hmm.
I don't mind telling pastors and priests, fuck you.
Oh
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Because, hey, the people are the church,
Yes.
not the buildings, not the pastors and the priests and all the deacons and their hierarchy. Okay.
Hmm.
Most of the things that were done in the name of God
Hmm.
were ordered by those people.
Yeah.
The people that go into worship and pray and sincerely want to talk to God and Jesus, they're not the ones with doing Spanish Inquisitions. They're not
Wow.
the ones lynching people in the South.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not the ones walking around with KKK hats on saying they're a white Christian organization.
Wow.
So that's why keep now, Christian, fuck you. Get out of here. I don't need you around me.
Wow.
You want to follow
Wow.
Jesus? You think you got the balls to do that? Then come along.
Oh, you're gonna hate the last song. But anyway, speaking of songs, let's get back to this countdown. And I want you to get a poem ready for us when we come back. The number 14 song comes from Jimin. This song is called Who? Let's get into it. Jimin with Who on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did three in a row for you. We did Jimin with Who. Number 13 was Luke Combs, Ain't No Love in Oklahoma. I said Oklahoma, it's Oklahoma. You can tell. And the number 12 song was Morgan Wallen with Lies, Lies, Lies. It's time to get into the poetry corner. And we got our boy Taylor, Taylor X. Spit a poem. I want you to get a poem ready, and I want you to recite it for me, please. That would be
Got it.
awesome.
Okay,
You
this
ready?
one is from Speed Bleeding, and
Okay.
it's called 1 John chapter 2.
Okay.
My little children, these things I write to you so that you may not sin. And if anyone does sin, we have an advocate with the Father, and he is Jesus the righteous. And he himself has appeased the Father for our sins. And not only our sins, but also for the whole world. According to their sacred book, the Bible, okay, when they say the whole world and Jesus appeased, that means everyone goes to heaven. Okay? Everyone. Muslims, Tibetan monks, Jehovah Witness, unless they knock at my door too early in the morning, then fuck you. Okay? Liberals, transgender, non-binary, homosexuals, atheists, heavy metalers, Satanists, Democrats, mystics, witches, pagans, alcoholics, drug addicts, everyone goes to heaven because of that scripture. And that's right out of the book. Okay. Now, I know this ain't no fucking church, and I ain't no fucking preacher. Okay. I know that. I just wanted you to know that when some so called Christian comes and tells you you're going to hell just for who you are, I want you to know now you could tell them, fuck you. 1 John chapter 2, bitch.
Wow. That's deep. That's some deep stuff. Like as they do like that, they would do like that. Wow, that is some deep stuff, man. Um,
Yeah, that's,
wow. It's hard to it's hard to say anything behind that. Oh gosh. Oh wow. So you say you've been writing poetry professionally for 20 years?
oh, I'm 61 or 60 right now. So it's probably been like maybe 40 years, 45.
Wow, wow. And you said what publisher was when did you first publish your poems 20 years ago? What was the name of the publisher?
Straightforward
Okay.
publishing. And
Okay.
then, and when I put 5150, I published myself, and I
Mhm.
went around to all the mom and pop shops and did poetry readings and sold the book there in
Wow.
LA. And I was able to get it into Borders Books. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, in Cerritos, Long Beach, and up in San Francisco. So
That's
you were able to buy my book at those three places, and it was in Borders inventory. You know, uh,
wow.
unfortunately, Borders went under, so
Yeah.
not much I can do there. You know,
Yeah.
um, but the second book, Speed Bleeding, um, there was a lot of hoops that I
Mhm.
needed to jump through with the first
Mhm.
publisher to
Mhm.
um to just get paid. It took me like 3 years to get $300.
Are you serious?
Yes. And I'm like,
Wow.
these publishers are just like record companies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for real.
Looking at the artist has to pay for everything
That's
pretty much
true.
up front before the artist makes a penny.
I'm going through that right now. I can't tell you which book company we're going through, but trust me, it's I'm getting ready to release my book, but it's not about me, it's about you. So I know exactly what you're talking about, and I had to pay you out of my pocket. But so I know exactly what you're talking about. About yeah.
So this one I published by myself.
Hmm.
I went through a company called blurb.com,
Hmm.
and they print it, publish it for free, and
Hmm.
they have print on demand. So they got it
Oh,
all figured out.
oh,
So
okay,
they can print 1 or 2 copies of your book, and
okay.
you don't have to have a garage full of 1,000 books.
Wow.
And they got deals with uh, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, um, Walmart, online. You can
Wow.
go to like uh I think books.com or something and look up speed blading or Taylor X, and you should be able to find me even on that. So
Wow.
that's what Blurb does. Now, Blurb is going to take a chunk because they printed it and produced it. Then
Okay.
all the stores are going to take a chunk because they're distributing your book, and
Okay.
whatever's left is coming to you. So
Okay.
at this stage, it's definitely because I'm compelled to write this stuff. I'm compelled. Okay.
Do you have a favorite poem that you've ever written?
Oh, that I've ever written?
Yes.
Let's see. They're kind of like teeth. You know, you're
Hmm.
you're not 100% sure, but I tell you what. Uh, can I read another one?
You can definitely read that. You know what? Let's do a couple of songs, and then I want you to read another one when we come back.
You got it.
That's good. All right,
That's
so
cool.
let's get back in this countdown. The number 11 song comes from Billie Eilish. The song is called Birds of a Feather. Let's get into it. Number 11, Billie Eilish with Birds of a Feather. And you guys, that was the number 10 song, Chappelle Roan with Good Luck, Babe. That's what I feel like saying to my ex. Good luck, babe. And so, but you guys, it's time to get the second extra song of the week. Second extra song of the week comes from Bishop Snow. And he hasn't been a guest on the show. Hopefully, he's going to come on this season. This is his latest single called Mobbin'. Let's get into it. Mobbin' by Bishop Snow on Big Woo Stop 20 Countdown Season 9. We made it, baby. Yeah, you guys, that was the second extra song of the week. Bishop Snow with Mobbing. Taylor, it's your time. You ready? Number two.
okay.
Do another poem for me.
Okay. This one's called The Pearly Gates.
Mhm.
Okay. So just imagine the pearly gates of heaven,
Okay.
golden, strong gates. So these two cholos, they come walking up to the pearly gate and they see St. Peter and they
Okay.
say, "Hey, Holmes, St. Peter, all right. Hey, man." And he looks at him and he says, "What are you doing here?" And they're all,
Mm.
"Oh, hey, man, we stopped banging. We changed our life. We made amends. We work for Homeboy Industries. And unfortunately, we died. So now we get to come to heaven. And I love these pearly gates, man. They're gold and pearls. Wow." And St. Peter says, "You know what? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't let cholos into heaven. Fuck you, go." So they're kind of brokenhearted. They turn around and they leave, right? So um, Peter, St. Peter walks into heaven, okay? And God goes, "Hey, who was that?" And he goes, "Oh, some fucking cholos." And God goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 hold on. We don't do that anymore. Everyone is welcome in heaven." And Peter's like, when did this happen? And he goes, it's recent, but okay, everyone is welcome in heaven. And he goes, and God goes, now you go out there and you get them. And he's all, so he stomps out of heaven, comes back about 5 minutes later, and he goes to God, I hope you're happy. And he goes, why? And he goes, because they're gone. And he goes, what, the Cholos? And he goes, no, the gates, they're gone.
Wow. That's deep, is that the end? I
Did
don't
you
know
get it?
yeah, I got it. Oh my goodness. I was like, I don't want to start clapping yet because I don't know if it's over or not. But yeah, but it was good. That was good. I noticed like in your first poem and also first of all, I always tell the listeners how I met my guests, and we actually met through this poetry reading called the Tuesday night poetry with our guest DeSoto. He was a guest on the show, I think last season. DeSoto Wright, and we actually met him. He was one of the regulars over at his poetry event, was on Tuesday. I forgot that. What's the name of the dang poetry event?
It's the Unurban,
On Urban
the,
Cafe. Yeah, an Urban Cafe poetry event.
yeah, every
And we
first Tuesday of the month.
Yeah, and we were
And
supposed to. He was supposed to come on the show last season, but things didn't work out. But I'm so glad that he came on this season. I'm so glad you came on this season. You were supposed to be last season, but sometimes life doesn't work out like that. And I'm glad. I'm happy to have you right here, man. So, and he's been such a. We talk every now and then, and I tell
oh
him
yeah,
some stuff. I'm the type of person. You know what? I have to be honest and real with people, and so I was honest and real with him, and he was more so accepting of it. And I was like, wow. I said, this is a good person. I really want you on the show. And your poetry is like, wow. So I said, you know what? Here it is. So we're here now. Hasn't been, how long has it been? It hasn't even been, it's been like 5, 6 months, 6 months since we met each other.
oh yeah, yeah, easy, easy.
Yeah, 5, 6 months. It's been time goes by so fast. I'm telling you, man. I can remember sometimes. I can't remember how long I've been on this planet, but it is what it is. But I noticed, like in your poetry, you're very pro LGBTQIA. What's the inspiration behind that?
Man, they're humans.
Yeah.
They're people. A whole bunch of them are beautiful, inside and out.
Yes.
One time, some guy called me a fag, and I'm like, "This can have a hot body and a cool haircut,"
Wow.
and he didn't know what to say. You know, my next thing was I was going to punch him, and it's like,
Uh-oh.
first of all, what's wrong? How
Mhm.
how is that derogatory anymore? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's all you got is
Mm.
that. And the word, there's a Greek word when they were constructing the book to
Mhm.
control the masses, which is now called the Bible. Okay.
Okay.
Uh there was a word, I can't pronounce it, but it's in Greek, and the word
Mhm.
translates to pedophile. And that is what the abomination was considered.
Oh, oh wow.
But
Oh.
around 1850, maybe 1860-ish, they
Mhm.
started, writing out Bibles and printing them, and they
Mhm.
turned that word into homosexuals.
Mm.
It's like, whoa, that's a big, huge difference.
Yeah.
It's
It
bad
really is.
enough. And it's like, look, I already know from lots of study. I've studied the Bible about 30 years now. Okay.
Okay.
When it was canonized and brought together at
Mhm.
Council of Nicaea, I think it was 325.
Okay.
Constantine was the emperor at the time. Okay.
Mhm.
If you were socially powerful, financially powerful, politically powerful, the book that you wanted got into what is now considered the canon, canonized.
Wow.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
I don't even know how many books anymore. I've heard 14, I've heard 66 books that were left out of the Bible
Oh, oh, okay.
because they didn't want those things to be taught in theirs. So their book
Wow.
is very, very patriarchal.
Mm.
And that's how we end up with the patriarchal society we have today. You know?
Wow.
And it's like, look at man, uh, because of religion,
Mm-hmm.
religion has had its boot on the neck of females forever,
Mm-hmm.
forever. And I go, look at the story of Adam and Eve.
Yes.
I go, let's break that down. Let's break that story down.
Let's
Okay.
not say let's not and say we did.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway.
We don't have that much time on the show, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I'm
It's
sorry.
all right. It's all right. Just summarize it. Just summarize it. Just a little bit. Give me a little summary.
Little summary. Eve never went to school. Eve
Mm-hmm.
never went to a marketplace. Eve
Mm-hmm.
did not know anything about negotiation. And he puts her up against Lucifer, the highest angel. And you don't think he's going to talk her into that?
Yeah, of course.
That's not a fair fight.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
And Adam's a dumb shit. Okay. He's just walking by. Hey, what are you doing? You know? And
Mm-hmm.
and Lucifer's like, oh, hey, is this your friend? Hey, would you like to try a bite of this apple too? That's it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's no big conspiracy, you know.
That's,
And if you don't believe me, just answer this question to yourself.
mm-hmm.
You there?
Wow. 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 Wow.
Were you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
No. Were you there with Adam and Eve?
Oh no, I wasn't.
Yeah. So
I
we
wasn't.
don't really know what happened.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. You're talking real deep. You're talking real deep. We're gonna talk more. We're gonna talk more deeply to you. But let's get back in this countdown. The number
Okay.
nine, the number nine song comes from Benny Boone. This song is called "Beautiful Things." Let's get into it. Benny Boone, "Beautiful Things," number nine on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah, you guys, that we did three in a row for you. Number nine was Benny Boone with Beautiful Things. Number eight was Teddy Swims with Lose Control. And number seven was Sabrina Carpenter with Please, Please, Please. You guys, now it's time to get an independent song of the week. A lot of people say, oh yeah, Shatton play our songs, but you know what? I'm playing my song. This is my latest single called Feel the Love. And I want to say thank you to everyone who is actually feeling the love, who's actually making this song a big hit, and I think it's so far because it's gonna be in September. So I'm projecting this in September. It's so far it's got like almost 100,000 views. I want to say thank you to everyone, every single one who's supporting this, and let's get into it. Feel the Love by me on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah, y'all. Uh, I feel the love in this room. It feels like a sonic boom. I feel the love in this room right now. Yeah. Thank you guys. That was an independent song of the week. Me, Feel the Love. We're talking to our guest, Taylor X. Taylor, man, you're a poet. You're doing a lot. Um, what's one thing that you haven't done that you really love to do?
Um, I haven't been the lead singer in a in a punk uh rock and roll band that
Mhm.
has filled up arenas.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
that's the only thing uh that I haven't done yet.
Hmm.
And if the big man wants me to do that, it'll happen.
Yeah.
You know,
So, yeah. Yeah, that's so cool, man. Wow. I noticed on your page you said you were a member of one band. I had it up here. Uh I had the dang name of the band up here. How has that been? You being a part of that band? I think it's called the uh-oh, wrong page. Wrong page. I had you up here. All right. I think it's called uh-oh. I had it. It's American anti-social engineer. Oh, okay.
oh,
Uh,
bank robber.
bank robber. Okay.
Yeah.
How is it? Are you not the lead singer of that?
Yeah, I am. And I'm the main songwriter and I'm like the only guy in the band.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
That's a one-man band. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I do have a song uh I do have a song I haven't put it out uh
Okay.
just because other stuff has been going on.
I
But I'll
understand.
send it to you.
Okay,
Okay.
let me know. I'll definitely play it. I'll
Yeah.
definitely play it on the show, man. Most definitely. Because
Oh,
I definitely want to, I'm always down to hear new music.
oh, good. Good.
Always down and give you my feedback from a
Oh
musician,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with sincere criticism. You know,
Yeah.
I'm real good with that. Even if it's laced with expletives, that's okay.
Uh,
I still can hear a good critique. You know what I mean?
that's good. That's good. Most people get offended when you really give them your opinion,
Yeah.
because yeah, and I'm glad that you're open to it because I'll be honest with you, sometimes I can be offended. Sometimes I'm like, I get sounding sad, but I'll be honest with you, most of the feedback that I've gotten is real truthful. And I try to be as truthful with people as I want to be truthful with me.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And that's always a good thing.
And
And
I
but I
get,
also realize not everybody's gonna like your music.
oh yeah. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
and not everybody likes my poetry. And the
Yeah,
ones who don't like it, I didn't write it for you.
that's right. That's right. That's right. That's
If
right.
you
That's what
get
you
it,
tell them.
you're the one I wrote it for. You
That's
know?
right. Better tell them. You better tell them. You better tell them. And you know what? We're gonna get in your business next. We're gonna get all in your personal business next. But let's get back in this countdown. The number six for the second time. We got to move on. Number six is by Holzer. This song is called "Too Sweet." Let's get into it. "Too Sweet" by Holzier on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number five song. Sabrina Carpenter with Espresso. Now it's time to get into the old school gem of the week. The old school gem of the week comes from, oh wow, it's a group. You can still, it came out like about, I don't know, 98 was 97. 97 was like 27 years ago. And this is the lead singer of this group. She just celebrated yesterday. She just celebrated her 43rd birthday, according to the stage age. She's 43. And this is Destiny's Child. This was her first hit, and that was Beyonce. And her first hit, this was her first hit with the group. This song was called No 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 Part 2, featuring Wyclef Jean. Let's get into it. Destiny Child, No 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 Part 2 on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Happy birthday, Beyonce. Yeah, you guys, that was the old school gem of the week. Destiny's Child with No 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 Part 2. No, 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 no. When it's really yeah, yeah, yeah. You be singing no, 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 no. Really, yeah, he doesn't know what I'm talking about. But he's sitting up there, he's sitting up there staring in space, you know. I'm a '90s kid, so I know all that music, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
I remember when that song first came out, man. Jeez. Oh my God! Now it's something in your business, Taylor. What? What?
What's that?
What was that?
Oh, on my laptop, when somebody sends me a message, it goes
Uh,
boing, boing, boing.
oh, okay. What's going on with your love life?
My love life.
Yes, I can only everybody's business.
Oh
Don't
man,
feel bad. Yeah.
you know I'm a chick magnet.
Okay. I'm not mad at you.
I know, I know.
That's an appropriate sound.
Uh, I just well, I had a girlfriend
uh,
maybe about 6 months ago now, you know, and just so the ladies know, I can
mm,
deal with crazy. I'm
mm.
okay with that.
Okay.
Toxic. I will
Okay.
not suffer toxic.
Okay.
So, you know, uh, I got this uh other woman that I'm kind of courting now. We're discussing, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And
Okay.
and then I have another woman that I've started talking to and met, and we really clicked really
Oh, well,
well, you know.
player.
Well,
Okay.
I'm you know, I'm being I'm being real honest and upfront with all of them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Okay.
I'm like, look at no right wing wackos,
Okay.
no Republicans, no conservatives.
Uh-oh.
Don't try to hit me up. Okay.
Wow.
Uh I'm an active nudist.
Oh,
So you either are going to join me or we're not going to be together, because the freedom of that lifestyle and the joy and the great people I've met through that, I'm not going to
oh my
give them,
God.
not going to give.
Wow.
So it's like, hey, you know,
Wow.
I've had
Okay.
nothing but great, positive, welcoming people uh, of of all ages, all types, all colors, everything. And
Wow.
it's like, uh, as you can tell, I haven't missed too many meals. Okay.
Oh
My
yeah.
face isn't what you would call gaunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, I really gained a whole lot of self acceptance
Yeah.
through that community.
Yeah. You know
Because,
what?
yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, just when you're there, you don't have anything that uh, gets in the way of who you are.
Wow. You know what? Wow. I want to be like you when I grow up. But that's enough about that. um, you have 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm timing you. You have 1 minute of inspiration to tell somebody that wants to do what you're doing in life. 1 minute.
What am I doing in life?
No, said no. You have 1 minute of inspiration. Tell somebody, give somebody something inspirational. 1 minute, starting now.
Okay. Uh, the world's going to hell. We're on the verge of World War III. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When Jesus came down, he only had two commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, body, spirit, and love your neighbor as yourself. So if they drop the bomb, they bulldoze the house, we get bombed by who knows? Okay. As long as I have loved my neighbor and everyone throughout the world is my neighbor, as long as I have loved my neighbor, I don't give a fuck about no Antichrist. I don't give a fuck about no president. I don't care about any of that because I'm doing what Jesus said. And I do it not to score points. Jesus. I do it because I really love my neighbor.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm sorry I cut you off a little bit, but the second time, this is only a 2-hour show. I would love to do like 3 hours, but it's only like a 2-hour show, and you know, what's the name? The block they cut me off at 2 hours, and I don't want to be like cut off mid countdown. So
no problem, man.
That's the only reason why
Thank you for letting me.
only reason why I'm doing it. But it's not. We're not over yet. We're not done yet. We're going to
Okay.
come back. You know, let's get back in this countdown. The number 4 song comes from Tommy Richmond. This song is called "$1 Million Baby." Let's get into it. "$1 Million Baby" by Tommy Richmond on Big Gold Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did 3 in a row for you. We did Tommy Richmond with $1 Million Baby. Number 3 was Kendrick Lamar with Not Like Us. And number 2 was Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen with I Had Some Help. Now it's time to get to the number 1 song. The number 1 song comes from Shabusi. This song is called A Bar Song. Let's get into it. Shabusi, A Bar Song Tipsy on Big Stop 20 Countdown, the number 1 song. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 1 song, Shabusi. A Bar Song with Tipsy. A Bar Song Tipsy. Taylor, briefly tell me, how can people reach you?
Instagram is Taylor X Speed Bleeding. Facebook is I think it's Taylor X Speed Bleeding as well. My email is 70x7 press PRESS at gmail.com.
Wow.
So
I want to say, go ahead.
Go ahead. Those are all, that's what I'm pretty active on, right now.
Oh, cool. I want to say thank you to our guest, Taylor Swift, for opening the season off. Oh man, it's so awesome. Thank you guys for sticking with me for this is our 9th season. I'm so excited about that. I don't know how many shows we've done, 300 and something. I don't know. And thank you to all the people that carry the station, the Block FM. We reunited with Kill Radio, the one we started off with. Accelerated Radio, who helped us in the past. Spotify, Podcast Awards, everyone. Thank you. And if you would like to reach me, you can reach me at www.linktree.com/OLUSHEYI.banjo. You can find this episode. You can do whatever you want, find whatever you want from me. And thought for the week is keep climbing higher, and eventually you will reach your goal. And you guys, the last song that we're going to play is by my girl. She's back. Y'all know she's the first lady of the Church of God in Christ. I love her. Y'all know I've been loving her. If you know me, you know I'm a really big fan of this woman. Her name is Karen Clark Sheard, and this is from her latest album. Her latest album is called Finally Karen, and this is one of the songs from it. It's one of my favorite songs from this album. The song is called I Won't Complain. Let's get into it. I Won't Complain, Karen Clark Sheard, the Gospel Song of the Week. May God bless you. May God keep you. Until we meet again. Peace.